X Factor Chimps, baby. Start with a Dart Monkey as top left as possible in that corner. These placements aren't too difficult, but you might get it wrong when you first try. That's okay, just try again. Really just shove it in there as top left as possible. Second Dart Monkey goes as low as possible in that circle. Keep auto start off because obviously it's X Factor. At the end of round 6, get a sniper right there, as low as you can in that corner. Set it to strong and you should be good for round 7. Remember, don't use code ONWE in the BTD6 shop. Use code Dorio instead because he needs cheeseburger money. This is probably the easiest X Factor guide I've seen, certainly that I've made. And yeah, it's going to be really easy for you, so I hope you enjoy. At the end of round 8, get another sniper to the top right of your first sniper. Place that one as low as possible again. Keep that one on strong as well. Don't worry, this isn't a sniper strat, but it also kinda is because we're using cripple and elite defender, but we're using it with Gwen, so it's not like Geraldo snipers, which is just super sad as a strategy. You just don't need it for X Factor. So this map is pretty annoying. The early can be a little bit tough because there's just 2 tracks active at the same time, and so you really need to rely on snipers. But late game is pretty simple, and you'll see that in this guide. Right now we're just saving up for Gwen. I apologise in advance if you get any RNG. I haven't really done too many test runs on this. This was my first and only actual chimps run with this strat. So at the end of round 12 you want to get Gwen and place her right there, as right and middle as possible in that corner, obviously. But back to what I was saying about RNG, this is X Factor, there is some RNG to it, but you should be fine. I did 1 test run and 1 actual run and I had no problems. Before 14, get full metal jacket on your right sniper. At the end of 15, get fast firing on the full metal jacket sniper and then set the other sniper to first. That should net you both a round 15 and 16 victory. You usually lose to 16 if you don't set that other sniper to first. During 18, give your top right sniper even faster firing. This 2 sniper setup will just beat round 21 because we're going to start upgrading that bottom sniper to a 002, so give it fast firing when you can. Get even faster firing before round 21, so you should now have a 002 sniper and a 102 sniper, and that should beat round 21 every time. Again, I don't really have much of a sample size, but you should be fine. .22, you can use Gwen's flame ability if you want, but as you see, you don't really need to. Just make sure you reset her targeting to the place that I just did, so as low as possible on that lower left track. Before 24, obviously get night vision goggles on your sniper, and then get shrapnel shot on it as well when you can afford it. At this point, we can turn auto start on because the hard part is over, and it really wasn't that difficult, let's be honest. We are going to use Gwen's first ability for round 27, as you're about to see, because we don't really have the damage for it at the moment. You want to use her first ability as soon as you see some greens on that bottom track. The timing is very lenient, but yeah, as soon as you see some greens get to about your sniper, just use that first ability, and you'll be fine. You don't need to worry about heated up buff RNG because right now it does nothing, so don't worry about it at all. On 31, I recommend you use her first ability again. It's not actually necessary you beat it every time, but just to make the round less close, just use it. So at the start of 32, upgrade that bottom sniper to semi-auto. And like my erosion guide, we're going for a middle path elite defender carry. So here's 36. Let both the first waves of camos and pinks go, and on the final wave of pinks, use Gwen's first ability. The timing shouldn't be too difficult, especially if you're familiar with round 36, it won't be hard at all. Get full auto rifle mid 37. You don't need it during 37, but you definitely should get it before 38, because otherwise 38 gets extremely close. But you don't have to worry about that, because you've already bought full auto rifle. 39 just gets demolished because 024 sniper goes hard. Round 40 you can use Gwen's first ability if you'd like. I don't because it's just more work and it's totally unnecessary, but yeah, if you want to stat pad Gwen I suppose you could. During 45 you want to turn off auto start, because we got to do some village placements and all that before 46. At the end of 45, get your first village and place it right about there. Don't worry if Gwen isn't in range at the moment. Give it the discount upgrades. Then your second village to the top right of your first one. Don't put it too far to the right. It's okay if your bottom sniper isn't in range of this top village. Give the second village the discount upgrades. Then upgrade both the villages to 202 and 022. So the radar scanner should be the top village. And then just upgrade your top sniper to a 302. Deadly precision at the start of 47. At that point you can just turn auto start back on. And then get an ALK as low as possible close to your bottom path sniper, in double discount range of course. And then upgrade that one to a 320. During 54 you should be really close to elite defender. Usually 54 doesn't get that close, so use Firestorm if you'd like. You don't have to, just make sure you get elite defender as soon as possible. And we're set from here on out. After you get elite defender, what you want to do is get a glue, put it to the left of Gwen, about in the middle of that area. Not too high, not too low. We want it to see both tracks equally, that's going to be useful in the late game obviously. Upgrade that glue to a 410 before round 63. You don't really need it to beat round 63, it just makes it a lot easier, so just get it down ASAP. And so on 63 you are going to see me use an ability, but it's completely unnecessary. I just do it because it prevents any RNG from happening, even though in the 2 test runs I did, there was no RNG on 63. As you saw, the first wave doesn't even come out of the other side, so it's not really a problem. But on the third wave, use Firestorm, if you so desire. Not necessary, as I said, but can't hurt. During 73, we're getting mighty close to Solver. You shouldn't have had any problems with the prior rounds. As you saw, I didn't use any abilities for any of the rounds from when I last spoke to now. Get Solver ASAP during 74. And then make sure you buy glue splatter. I kind of forgot to do it I think for a little bit, but it's not a big deal. You can beat 76 and 78 without splatter. Just make sure you get it ASAP, and then get primary training on your village and main Moab on that top sniper, and that's all you need to do from now until we can afford cripple Moab. If you feel unsafe at any point, you can use Firestorm or the first ability, but as you see in this run, they're completely unnecessary. I'm back during 84. There's no RNG or anything, but we just have to buy cripple before 85. If you get it mid 84, it makes the round go faster, but barely, so it doesn't really matter. Get your cripple, make sure it's on strong, you should not be changing the targeting on that. After you get cripple, get another alk and place it as close to your balloon solver as you possibly can, and place it as top left as possible, because we have to put a tack shooter right there. So you might want to put the tack shooter down first, along with the alchemist, to make sure you can place them both in that spot, but there should be plenty of space. Get that alk to a 320, Berserker Brew, and then just start upgrading that tack you placed as high and right as possible to an overdrive. And we are going to be using the middle cross path for this overdrive. That's going to become our tack zone, because we need that extra range more than anything, and the extra pierce helps as well. So if you got the placements right, your top 320 alk should be buffing your solver. It might buff your overdrive, but I think you should be fine. Either way. That alk is going to become a 420, but that's going to be after we get tack zone. So as you saw, round 90 just got completely murked by bottom path cripple, because it's kinda good. From now till 94, there's like nothing you have to do at all. There's no abilities or anything. You can use Firestorm if you want, but you just don't have to, simply. Gwen hits max level at 93, which is nice. Even though her max level is not that good, her level 17 is really what makes her really, really good. .94 might look close, even though you never actually lose to it. Just get tack zone ASAP, mid 94. There's our tack zone with that 50 range, massive range. Get stronger stim on that top alk, so the tack zone and the glue get that buff. And yeah, we're cooking with gas now. On 95, use Firestorm whenever you see DDT. A bit later is also fine, but it really doesn't matter. I don't think you even need it, to be honest with you. It just shreds DDTs though, so yeah, it just helps. 96, turn off auto start, because these last few rounds, you actually don't have to, but yeah, it's just easier if you do. At the end of 96, get a mortar in double discount range away from the alks, upgrade it to a 024, set the targeting to that bottom right corner. 97, obviously a really pathetic round. It's just going to take a bit of time because Cripple has to kill the Fort ZOMGs, but it's an embarrassingly sad round. So upgrade your 023 mortar to a 024 at the end of 97, just in time for 98, kinda perfect. Make sure you leave it in that bottom right corner. And then get a ninja, also in double discount range, away from the Alks. You don't have to reset Gwen's targeting there, just make sure you take 98 slow. Not because you're going to lose, but because we need to buy a 040 ninja as quickly and timely as possible. You should probably retarget the mortar to that bottom spot that you just saw, but you don't actually have to. In my test run I didn't, and I got through it just fine. But yeah, just do it to be safe. Take it slow and buy Sabo as soon as you possibly can, because it makes 99 just super guaranteed. 98 you never lose, but yeah, we just have to buy Sabo ASAP, that's all. That's the reason for the slowness. Sabo, whenever you see DDT, and then Firestorm, and yeah, it's Joker. You can also retarget Gwen's first ability to the bottom track, because we're going to use it for the bad on round 100, even though it's not necessary. But yeah, it couldn't hurt to use it, so just use that first ability right when the bad is about to pop. And yeah, super easy win. Cripple Moab is just insanely busted.